Hello, hello. If you're here, I'm assuming you're in the market for some Father's Day craft inspiration. Today, I have 2 footprint crafts and 2 handprint craft options for you. For the footprint I Love You Dearly craft, you'll need a piece of paper, brown paint, a brown marker, pencil, and an eraser. Once Emmett's footprint was dry, I did this project on a folded piece of paper so it could be a card for my dad for Father's Day. I started by drawing out the antlers above the toes. I erased slightly and traced and filled them in with a brown marker. Next, I wrote the quote on the left side of the paper. I wrote, "I love you" in green capital letters with a fun little blocky accent, and then I wrote "dearly" in cursive and traced it with my brown marker. Once the marker was dry, I erased any remaining pencil before drawing the eyes and nose to make the footprint into a deer. I finished by erasing any visible leftover pencil marks, and then I added little dots at the ends of each letter just to add more visual interest. Next is a handprint I Love You a Watt project. For this craft, you'll need a piece of paper, yellow paint, a couple markers, the colors of your preference, a pencil, and an eraser. Like the project before, I made this one on a folded piece of paper as well. Once Emmett's yellow handprint was dry, I drew on the light bulb looking effects with the pencil and traced them with a small gray marker. On the left side of this craft, similar to the project before this, I wrote "I love you" in cursive and "a watt" in all caps. I erased any obvious pencil marks and added the dots on the ends of the letters as well. I felt that this project needed a little more visual interest, so I used a red marker to add cute little hearts and eventually little dots around the light bulb. I traced a second coat over the light bulb accents and called it a day. For the handprint tape measure craft, you'll need a piece of paper, black paint, a black marker, pencil, an eraser, and a ruler. Normally, I get Emmett's hand or footprint before beginning the art project, but today I decided to draw on the crafty part first to elevate the project a bit because his handprint would have to cover the part that I wanted on there and I didn't want to have to draw it on after. I traced around a 6-inch ruler. I made notches of the measurements at the top before coloring it in with yellow. Once the yellow was on, I used black to mark the notches and trace the outside before erasing the visible pencil marks. After that, I got Emmett's handprints, which I was thrilled that he didn't smear his hands or anything since I drew the ruler before beginning the project. After that, I wrote on the quote. I wrote "I love you" above the ruler and "this much" in cursive below the ruler. I first wrote it in yellow and then went over it in black so you didn't have to look as hard to read the quote. The next and final project for today is a footprint hammer project. For this, you'll need a piece of paper, black paint, a black marker, a brown marker, pencil, an eraser, and a ruler. I used the same ruler from the previous project to draw the hammer handle beneath Emmett's footprint. I made the top of the handle a bit smaller than the bottom part to make it resemble a real hammer. I used brown and black markers to trace around the handle and then colored them in uniform lines. I did the angles to make it more visually pleasing. On the bottom part of the handle, I drew in 3 little grippies to make it more authentic looking, but I think I drew them on the wrong side, but I'm not quite sure. I don't currently have a hammer to look at it for reference. If it's wrong, please feel free to change your project up. Once that was all filled in, I wrote the quote, "I love building memories with you," over the handle. I wrote "building memories" in cursive first, so then I could decide where to write "I love" and "with you." I erased the pencil marks before the marker was dried, so I smudged some this time. To fix that, I just used some whiteout and then drew over the letters that it wrecked. Once that was all finished, this project was also finished. Thank you for joining me for these arts and crafts today. I hope you were able to find some crafty inspiration to make some cards or crafts for any dads, brothers, uncles, or grandpas in your life for their own special holiday. I hope you have a happy and memorable Father's Day. Bye!